Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going over who came first and who came last. So please watch this video and I'll show you everybody. So starting it off, we've had cows before Meg, but I think Meg was our first one we had. We bought her as a bottle baby with 3 others. It was, I can't remember the names. I remember Big Steve, Little Link, and then there was Ford. So, and then next was Lucy and Reba. We bought them from a family friend who used to have Longhorns. They're Longhorn crosses. I don't know what she is, but I know she's a Longhorn Angus cross. So we bought them back in 2019, the fall of 2019. We got them I think we got them in November of 2019. They were born in like May. So they were just weaned, and yeah. So next is Winnie. We bought Winnie as a bottle calf with 5 others. It was her, and then it was June and Belle. I don't know. Yeah, I had YouTube when I had Belle. So it was Belle, June, and then there was Violet, and then a couple others, but we decided to keep her, and she's been a great cow. She has probably been a cow that raises very big calves, very big for us. That's her calf over there, Billy, and that's next to Gemma's calf. Gemma's calf was born in March, and Billy was born in January, so yeah. But anyways, we got her in 2020. I think it was October of 2020. October 2nd, that's right, I remember that. The 2020 is when we got her. And she's been a great cow, and I love her. So next to come was Gemma. Gemma we got from an auction. We got her pretty cheap. She was bred $1,000. Yeah, and she's been a great cow. It's not like Winnie where she raises big calves, but for her size, she raises pretty good calves. And so it's excited to see, she is getting bred with Rip right now, so that will be exciting to see what the calf looks like out of those two. She's been bred with a Rebel twice. That's a Rebel baby, and then her first one we don't know who she was bred to. So next is Fancy. Now Fancy is a unique story, we'll just say the least. We bought her. We didn't buy her actually. She was born out of Reba. And I want to say her baby, or her dad was Smokey, but it also could have been Rebel. We don't really know, but I want to say it's Smokey because she has like the build of Smokey, and she has like the coloring on her face like that, but it also could have been Rebel. So she is bred and is going to have a calf here soon. If you could see, when I see teats, I know where she is building a bag. I mean, I think she was bred with Ernie now by looking at her bag, but I thought she was bred by Rip, but who knows. I guess I'll find out. If it has a white face, we know it's Ernie's, and then if it's just a black calf, then we know it's Rip over there. So next is my sweet Pearl. Pearl is out of Meg and Rebel, and they've made a great calf. She has the build of Rebel, but the color of Meg. And yeah, looks like a great cow. She'll probably be the size of Gemma when she's older. She won't be a super big cow. Because, yeah, Rebel was super big for a bull. But, she is, I don't know if she'll be a big one. But let me show you what she looks like. It's okay, Tennessee. So, yeah, we do have a little bag development. She is supposed to be bred with Ernie, but she was supposed to be due soon, but I don't think she is. I think she might have got bred a little later, so that's we'll just see what happens with her. Okay, next up is our sweet Tennessee here, which I got some news to tell you, some sad news, but I'll tell you later in the video. Tennessee we bought from an auction for pretty cheap. I think we got her for $900 as like a weaned calf. So that's pretty cheap around here. I think she's like a Jersey Angus cross maybe, because she has like the build of a Jersey. She's kind of shorter, but also, oh, hey Raven. Didn't mean to scare ya. but she's also, you know, has like the Angus coloring. So I think we might have a little cross here. But yeah, she was born February of 2024, and she got bred last year with Rip and had Stormy. I got some news about that to tell you. So it'll be exciting to see her and Rip have a baby and see what that looks like. Might have some red, might have some black, who knows. Next up is River. This is a Lucy and Rebel baby. We've had Lucy is coming up on her 6th breeding here on our farm. 5th or 6th. I think it's 6th. Yeah. This is her 4th baby. This is River. River is Longhorn, Angus, I don't know. She's just a little mix of everything. And she's roan. She looks like Lucy's first calf, Shelby. Lucy's back there. Her first calf, Shelby, which looked just like her. But yeah, so she should be getting bred with Rip, and we're excited to see how this pairing looks. You don't know with Lucy, she had a calf and it ended up passing away. I think it was a preemie. It was born like a month too early. Ended up passing away, so that was sad. So next up is Raven, which she has a lot of potential for being a Meg. And we have, those two are full sisters, Pearl and Raven. This is out of Meg and Rebel. And, you know, she has good build. She's a little smaller than what Pearl was. I think it's just because Meg is getting older and she doesn't, you know, Pearl, I mean, she might get to Pearl size, and Pearl, you know, we bred a little later. So, you know, I don't know. We'll just see what happens, I guess. But she should be having a baby next year with Rip. So that will be excited to see. But let's get on to this year's calves. Hey, sweet Pearl. Excited to see what your baby looks like. Also, I forgot. So this year's Millie, we bought her at an auction in December. We bought her a week before we bought Rip. We bought her at a separate auction. We bought her at a separate auction. But yeah, so she has been putting on weight. When we bought her, she was like 180 pounds, and now I'm assuming she's about 500. You know, she's not that big cow, but she has been gaining weight. She's doing a lot better. She had a cough and was sick, and usually people don't buy those because it's kind of like, you know, it's not really like the best term, you know. There's not a good chance of them living, so she's in the pasture, the donkeys. We don't want her in with Rip because we know what will happen if she's in with Rip. She's been flirting with him through the fence, and we don't like that. So we've been trying to keep her away. So yeah. So sorry if my phone cut out there, but we have Rip here, who we bought from auction. We got him for a great price too. He is an Angus bull, and we bought him in January of this year, 2026, and we were excited to see how his calves look. I think his dad was a registered Angus bull, and he has a great build. I mean, I'm excited to see, you know, with him and Winnie back there's pairing. They both have great builds. She has a dairy udder build, and he, I think, will make great babies. So next up here is Billy. This is a Winnie and Rebel baby. He was born in January of 2026. And we were gonna, he is a steer, and he will be our butcher steer that we will raise up and, you know, see how he looks. He is probably my favorite calf of the year. But next up, I got some sad news to tell you. So if you guys don't know, remember Stormy? That was a Tennessee and Rebel baby. She has sadly passed away this morning. She was dealing with some, you know, when she was born, she had some complications, like, you know, with breathing issues. And I'm thinking it's something with, like, you know, her being born, maybe being stressed. I don't know. We've treated her and taken care of her throughout her life, and God took her home. She's at home right now, so it's sad, but she's at home, so where she needs to be, or where she's at. So yeah, it's sad, but I was really excited to raise her up and see how she turned out, but that's life. Last but not least, here we have Gemma and Rebel's baby, JB Mooney, if you don't know. He is a Angus something cross mix, and he's a steer, and he'll be sold. So yeah, that'll be exciting to see how much we get for him. But yeah, so that'll be it for this video, guys. Please subscribe, and I hope every one of you guys have a great day. subscribe so we can get monetized. Have a great day, everyone.